Okay, this is going to be a real short video. This is the post oil sumping test ride. I let the bike sit overnight. This morning I put it on the jacked it up level, started it up, let it run 10 minutes, let it come up to temperature, shut it off, and lo and behold, my oil level was back where it should have been. So first thing I noticed is the bike seems to be running as it should be. Yesterday it felt like it was running on one cylinder by the time I got home. I don't believe it caused any damage to the engine. Wasn't making any strange noises. But we're going to see. I'm going to get out on the highway and, I don't know, do 8 or 10 miles down, 8 or 10 miles back at highway speeds, just to see if we have any issues, which I don't expect any. I think this was a one-time thing because I was really pushing it as hard as I could, and it was pretty hot yesterday, so we'll see. Anyway, I'll come back on once I get up on the highway. Alright, so we're going to get on the highway. I'm going to go down a couple of exits, maybe 3 exits or so. Run it up to highway speed, make sure it still feels like it's got plenty of power. Nothing crazy. Feels like it's got plenty of oomph to it, and we'll run about 70, 75. That's usually my average on the highway, a little bit over the speed limit. Yeah, fifth gear, it's still got plenty of roll-on power. Jackass in the Infinity or whatever the hell it is. Let me get by him. And I'm going to just hold my normal highway speed just to make sure that we don't have any sumping issues. So we're going to go down, let's see, I think this is exit 5, 4. We'll go down to exit 3, turn around and come back. So we're getting off at exit 3. I made a couple of passes, dropped it down in the 5th and made a pass, and it pulled really well. Yesterday when I tried to do that after I had the sumping issue, it felt like it was running on one cylinder. It had no power, but it feels perfectly fine today. Yeah, running at highway speeds, everything seems to be fine. Not noticing any issues. So I did order the fueling vented dipstick kit for it, because that's one of the other issues, is that it builds up a lot of pressure in the oil tank. So That'll be the first step. Second step is probably going to be a cam chest and oil pump. And I'm probably going to go with S&S on that. Just because I don't want to have that issue ever again. I'm just hanging with traffic, and traffic's running 75 or so. Not getting too crazy, especially since I'm going to be posting the video. But as you can see, I got vehicles coming up passing me at 75 or so. So I'm definitely not the major offender here. I really don't have to, at 70, 75, it's got plenty of pickup to make a pass. Yeah, they're doing over 80, I'm not doing that. But, I don't know, it feels normal now. So, hopefully I don't end up with this oil sumping issue again. But again, like I said, I've ordered the vented dipstick. I'm going to go ahead and order the cam plate and the oil pump. And when I get some extra time, I'll go ahead and do the installation on that stuff. I'll do a video on it as well. And I might also just go ahead and upgrade the cam too. It's got the Screaming Eagle Stage 2 torque cam in there. I might do something a little more oomph to it. The Screaming Eagle cams are really very mild. And instead of going back up to 6, we'll go ahead and get off at 5. So how about in the comments if any of you have had oil sumping problems with a 2018 or a 19? That should be like revision 3, revision 2, revision 3 on the oil pumps. How about posting a comment? Because the 2020 pump, which is the new fix for everything, is revision 4 to the oil pump saga. That's a 4th gear roll on, and it's pulling just fine from about 2,000 up. So definitely, I doubt it's sumping right now. And it's pulling pretty strong. And I'm not sure exactly how much that might have screwed up my auto tune. I do have the Power Vision, and I've got the Screaming Eagle Smart Tune Pro, and it's all working together. So it may have made a whole bunch of adjustments to my tune that are no longer correct. So I may have to put some miles on it to get things back to where they need to be. All right. And it's pretty hot out today, pretty much about the same as it was yesterday. Actually, maybe a little bit more. It's air temperature showing at 87 degrees. So I know the bike's getting hot. But so far, I mean, not hearing any noises out of the engine. Everything is running fine. And I'll get back to the homestead and go ahead and check the oil level. And I did check it right before I started, after I brought it up to temperature. So I will check that and see if I've got the same, basically the same oil level. And you know, I've talked to a few other people in regards to the oil sump issue last night after I had the problem. And they said, you know, if you just let it idle for a minute or two when you stop, a lot of times that will keep your oil level correct. Oh, that's third gear. Oh yeah, it still pulls. And that was, I didn't even barely crack the throttle on. So I think we're going to be okay for the Laconia ride Tuesday. I don't foresee any issues with the bike. And EITMS was going active. Let's see if it does. We're at 88 degrees air temperature. It's pretty hot. The fans are running, so it didn't kick in. And we got a green light. Got plenty of juice. Alright, now to check the oil. Alright, so the fans are humming. Definitely got warm. And I'm going to check the oil. When I checked it yesterday from having the problem, it was just barely on the stick. So let me go in here and grab a paper towel real quick. We'll go ahead and check the oil. And see what's going on. I'm expecting the oil level is going to be good. Oh yeah, it's right where it was when I checked it, right up here. So I usually go right to that line where it's full hot on Jiffy stand or full hot vehicle upright. I usually go right there, and that's exactly where it is. So we're good. So hopefully my sumping issue won't return. I guarantee you I won't be going wide open throttle for 3-4 miles at a time. And once I get the vented dipstick this week, I'll do a video on the installation. So with that, keep the shiny side up, rubber side down, and we'll catch you later.